pull up a chair and enjoy the movie. It's time for a drive-in review. That's right. It's not just a drive time review this time. It's a drive-in review. I'm here to see a double feature. And the beauty of this is when you're sitting outside, as long as you're 15 feet away from a building and being mindful of your smoke, they don't care if you smoke cigars. So today, I'm going to be doing my drive-in review. And so I'm going to be smoking the Casa Carrillo Encore Black Bulwarks or Bulwarts. It's a 6x58 double perfecto featuring a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Mexican San Andreas binder, and filler from 3 different growing regions of Nicaragua. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get this guy going here. It is a limited edition size. They don't do this all the time, so you know, hopefully you can find some. But apparently they come out with it annually, based off my reading. So you know, something to look forward to, I suppose. So I gave it a cut, and it does have the little nipple. We gotta like the little, kind of like the little nipply end at the end there. Get it going. Here's the thing about cigars that are shaped like this. I'm not really a fan, because the initial draw is always so difficult. And so then it takes a little bit for it to get going, for the air to come through the cigar, because right now it's only lit as just that little nipply end, but it'll get there where it does take a little bit. It's a gorgeous night at the drive-in to be watching movies and having cigars. This drive-in was it just celebrated, was it last year? I think it was last year. This drive-in, maybe it was the year before. I can't remember. No, it was last year, because it was 49. 75 years. 75 years in business, this drive-in. It's the Skyview Drive-In in Belleville, Illinois. And it was actually voted the #1 drive-in in the nation 2 years in a row with USA Today. Now, granted, you and I all know that that's a popularity contest. People go on and vote for it and everything. But it was voted #1 in the nation 2 years in a row. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to smoke this for a little bit and get going with it. Oh, I guess I should do an off-the-foot retro hail. Assuming I can get enough smoke. Barely any smoke. That's the problem with these. And it's not just Casa Carrillo, it's any cigar with this kind of shape. Is it does take a while for it to get going, for you to be able to get some smoke production and actually get something going on with it. So I'm going to smoke it for a little bit, and I'll be right back to update you. So yeah, guys, it didn't take long for this to start opening up. I have only been off the recording for just a short period of time, and we already have more smoke production. Now, I will say, the other thing about these is I'm going to have to let people are rolling in, the burn line catch up, because it is kind of got a bit of a funky burn line going right now. So we're going to have to let the burn line kind of catch up in order to, you know, give it that proper bit of review. But anyway, hopefully I don't have a shit ton of people parking all around me, considering I purposely parked way back here so that my smoke wouldn't be a problem for them. Kind of feel like that's on them if they park around me, seeing as how they see me with a cigar. Anyway, I'll be back in just a bit. All right, guys, so I'm holding the camera because technically on the rules it says you're not supposed to do any filming here. Now, I'm obviously not filming the movie. I'm filming myself doing a cigar review, but, you know, I don't want to make it super obvious with the tripod. But I had the tripod out earlier when I was lighting the cigar because, well, I can't light the cigar with my imaginary third hand. So anyway, burn line is still continuing to be a little funky off the front end, but I do feel like it's going to catch up. If you notice, the ash is holding together very, very well. And what's cool is it's holding that shape. It's holding that kind of double, you know, figurado. Is that what I said? Perfecto? I don't remember now. Off the top of my head. Shape. And so that's pretty cool. Um, you know, I'm going to let it go for a little bit. We're not going to ash it just yet because I'm not in the car, so I'm not worried about it spilling everywhere. Flavor note wise, off of this guy, the EP Carrillo, the Encore Black, it's very mildish off the front end. Get a little, maybe a hint of like some cocoa and some like coffee, but it's very, very smooth off the beginning here. Smoke is got a good output. It's better in the garage, I'll say that much. But out here, it kind of wisps away. But anyway, I'll be back with you guys in just a bit. All right, guys, so I've moved, and the crowd is assembling around me. It's really annoying. I, like, I can't flip my camera, but, like, there's two lots for this screen. One is up there, and then there's the one I'm in, which is the far lot. And evidently, everybody and their brother decided they're going to be in the far lot, which makes no sense considering I was all alone back here and smoking my cigar and being fine. And now I've got children 2 spaces away from me. And quite frankly, that bothers me because I was here first and I'm going to continue to smoke this cigar because I need this review for tomorrow. But on the flip side of that, I'm also very cognizant and conscious of my smoke, and I don't want children dealing with it. But I guess if their parents are okay, because it was very obvious that I was smoking, I guess they're fine. Burn line wise, guys, it continues to be a little off, but it's smoking fine. And I'm gonna do a retro. There is some peppery spice to the retro hail. I finally, that was a big enough puff that I could really, really kind of get it. And there is some peppery spice to the retro hail. I am already, quite frankly, getting close to the point of having to take off this first band because I where it's kind of whatever. So I need to be a little conscious of that. But anyway, I guess we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to the ash now because I'm not afraid, but it's just one more thing for me to worry about. But if you notice, the ash is holding very, very well. So we're gonna say goodbye to the ash, and there we go. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna continue smoking this. I'll be with you in just a bit. Smoke. Here's just a little view of what I see. So that right there is screen 2. That's screen 1. If you park far enough back, you can see 4 movies over the course of the evening, and it's super nice because you just flip your radio to a different frequency depending upon what screen you want to watch. All right, guys, so we're kind of at the point where I would say we're transitioning to the second third. And one thing I've noticed is a little bit of the peppery spice has picked up on the actual smoking experience. You still have that cocoa, you still have that coffee, but there is more of that, definitely more of that peppery spice on the smoking experience of the Casa Carrillo Encore Black. I guess I'll do the transitional retro hail. It's about the same. It's still pepper. But yeah, it's smoking really nice. I will say I'm probably smoking a little fast because I'm trying to get it in before the movie starts. I don't know how likely that's going to be. So hopefully I'm not talking over, doing my final review over the movie. But Yeah, it's smoking pretty good. All things being equal, we got a little bit of a breeze through here, very light, just enough to kind of take the smoke away. Not enough that it's causing that I notice any wrapper issues. By the way, in terms of burn line, if you notice, that burn line is slowly but steadily starting to straighten itself out. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I will come back with you guys in a little bit with another update. And the crowd just keeps rolling on in right by me. Guys, I am about halfway, actually about a little bit past halfway on the Casa Carrillo Encore Black. Strength on it's definitely picking up. As you smoke through it, it definitely builds up strength. There is maybe a slight citrus component starting to kind of creep in, just a little. I could be making that up. Well, but the combination of the cocoa and the coffee and maybe a little bit of earthiness, um, and maybe I'm weird, but there's like this almost kind of lemony aftertaste on my tongue. I can't I can't say that it's that, but I'm also not drinking lemonade, so uh, I'm gonna have to blame the cigar because I'm not drinking lemonade right now. But yeah, it's good. That peppery spice is also present. I'm getting the tingles in the mouth. So the peppery spice is also present on the smoking experience. Um, anyway, I will be back with you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna try to get it to the final third so that maybe this next install part is final thoughts, because we're in previews and I really don't want to get kicked out of the drive-in for filming. So anyway, I will be back with you guys in just a little bit. I love that we get a cartoon before the movie. All right, guys, this is gonna be my final update on this cigar because we are getting very close to movie time. I'm approaching the final third. I'm not really in the final third yet, so I'm kind of giving this a little bit of a short change in terms of that bit of a review. The cocoa is definitely dwindled, um, and the pepper has definitely taken over as the primary flavor note that I'm picking up off this cigar. Maybe a little earthiness at this point. Um, it's good. It's a great cigar. It's admittedly in the beginning the draw and the smoking was not the best. Um, but that has everything to do with the vitola and nothing to do with the actual cigar, because once we got to the bulk of, the bulbous, the bulk of the cigar, it opened up amazingly. Draw has been great. Construction's been great. I mean, my burn line has basically corrected itself. It's really, really nice. I'm digging it. Strength, solid 7. This has got some kick to it. It's got some strength to it, and I'm digging it. Score, you know, I'm not going to judge it based off the vitola, because this is probably not the most fair vitola for me to judge this cigar on. I think if it were a Toro, it would be a very pleasant experience all the way through. So, with that being said, score on this cigar, I dig it a lot. It's been pleasant. It's been in my wheelhouse. It's been a smoky little bastard. Like, it's kicking off some smoke, and it's got some flavor, flavor complexity to it. Um, so I am gonna say that the Casa Carrillo Encore Black. Um, I'm gonna give it a 94. However, I would not necessarily recommend this vitola, only because of that early beginning part. It's just a personal preference of mine. Maybe if you like this vitola, maybe you'd really dig it. I'm gonna go with a 94 for this cigar. Guys, this has been a Drive Time Drive-In review. I'm Nick. Check out the Cigar Pulpit podcast every Tuesday and Friday, wherever podcasts are found, and come back for more Drive Time reviews every Wednesday at 7 a.m. on YouTube and Rumble. Otherwise, stay safe, stay smoky, and enjoy the movie.